I'm from Omaha, Nebraska. I knew you was gonna say it. I was waiting for you to do it. I can't stand you. Omaha, Nebraska. And so I was just home for like a good 8 days, right? And when I got there, I love going home because
how cold was it?
It was cold as hell. It was like one day was like 21.
Whew,
21.
Disrespect. She took me out there before. Disrespectful. Nigga, I dropped a whole blunt. Left that on the ground. But man, that's a place where you have to start to decide the kind of shit you want to do. Are you an outside person or not? Like, nah, not in Nebraska, you ain't.
Yeah, man. Like, no, and so even though I'm from there, like, I'm not from there. Like, Houston to change, I can't deal with the cold. I can't stand the cold. Like it's a completely different place. But the biggest thing is, like, we talk about change and growth, right? Yeah. So whenever I go home, there's always that, like, oh, I remember going to this store. I remember doing this. Like, your memories, right? Well, I want to say like 2 years ago, things were boarded up and abandoned. And I remember being like, damn, like, this is like, these are my memories. They're clouding my memories because now this store that my aunt used to take me to is no longer there. And it was like on the cool, like kind of depressing. It was during COVID or whatever. And I just remember being like sad, like, damn, like I'm getting older and the shit.
Black owned store?
A lot of, the neighborhood, a lot of things in the neighborhood, it looked trash. It looked real bad, right? And so I just remember being real sad. And then also at that time, I had family members that were missing teeth. Like, they started looking, look, fam, like I'm trying to go somewhere with it. They look old now.
That nigga got sentimental as hell. Like, yeah, some of these motherfuckers, they got teeth.
They ain't got teeth, bro. Like, like
Did that have something to do with COVID? Why are you saying it like
they're aging.
Yeah.
They were aging, and then like the things being boarded up were like
a part of the
change. Like it was a depressing state. And I talked to my therapist about it and everything. Like it was a really thing, because I was like, damn, like it just made me think death is near. Like, nigga, we all these motherfuckers ain't got teeth, bro. Oh, they limping, they missing hair, like they not as lively as they were. The environment don't look the same. Okay, so now fast forward years later, I just went home, and those things that were boarded up, it's been gentrified. So that's a part of the process. You make that shit look like crap. You let it look like crap for a while, and people get tired of it looking like crap, and then they're like, you know what? We could put a Starbucks.
If they can see this podcast and see this segment, they be like, yeah, we did what we supposed to do.
They won. They won. And
we're going to break them down with the depression.
Yeah. And that's
we're going to build some shit and knock their goddamn heads off.
And that's exactly what happened. So yeah, I had some Starbucks in the hood before I left.
Yeah, because it's definitely going to bring some joy just to see some new shit. Like, okay, man, even if I ain't want to see even though my old shit is gone, the shit I remember, I appreciate y'all making this bitch look like something. Like, don't leave my shit.
It was sad when it looked like, bro, it was a thing. Like it was one of my grandma's sisters that used to watch us. Aunt Barbara used to watch us. And she also was the caretaker for her mom. Mm-hmm. So my great-grandma was so mean. But I realize now, it was just that we were kids, and we annoyed the shit out of her. Like, we was eating the Jell-O and shit, and that was her Jell-O. She was like, get these little motherfuckers out of here. But now she used to take us to this store to get candy and everything in there. It seemed like we can get whatever we wanted, but the shit was really all under $1.
Yeah.
But it was something we did every time I went. And it's called 4 Aces. It's no longer there now. So, and you shout out to Terrence Crawford, the boxer from Omaha, Nebraska. I ran into him and I got to meet him a couple years ago here in Houston. Yeah. I got to meet him, and I never met him prior to that, and I've always been a fan of his. And I got to talk to him and tell him about how, I live in Houston and where we from. And he said something to me. He was like, if all the good people leave Omaha, then what is Omaha? Right? So he still lives in Omaha. Yeah. I was just there. He was.
Damn.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he said some shit. He said some deep shit. Deep. Yeah, he's like, if all the good people leave, like, what do we? And that's what happens in a place like that. People always like, oh, I didn't know it was black people. I didn't know it was black people.
Yeah, because everybody leave.
We leave. So it's like you live in this place that it didn't do no wrong to me, bro.
Yeah.
Like maybe I can't even say it was a crippling place, but it was an underdeveloped place. It didn't have a lot of the opportunities that a place like Houston has to be expected. Houston don't have like some of the opportunities that New York and LA and Atlanta has. But so a place like that is overlooked. And I do feel like I was a big fish in a small pond. But when I make it, I think that it will behoove me to go back to my hood. Yeah. Which is in Omaha. As much as I love Houston, I don't have a connection with the hoods in Houston. Like